Hello everyone. Welcome to Aptitude Made Simple. Today we are going to solve problem on probability of two coins. So let's read the problem. If two coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting no heads, getting exact one heads, getting at least one heads? First of all, let's write down the formula for probability. We know that probability is nothing but count of favorable outcomes upon count of all possible outcomes. So here in this case, we have two coins. So first of all, let's find out the all possible outcomes. So let's write down count of all possible outcomes. So you can see here we have first coin, here we have second coin. We know that if we have any single coin, it can have either head or tail. So let's say if first coin we got head, second coin also we got head. So this is our first possibility. First got head, second also got head. Then let's look at the second possibility. First got heads and other got tails. This is our second possibility. First it's heads, then it's head, tail. Then the third possibility is here you get tails and here you get heads. This is our third possibility. And then last will be here also you get tails and here also you get tails. So if you see HH, HT, TH, and TT. So these are overall four possible outcomes. So count of all possible outcome is 4 in this case. Just to make it easy to remember, you can remember like whenever we are writing it for two coins, you write down like H, H, T, T and H, T, H, T. So if you just remember like this, all these four possible outcome, you can remember it easily. So count of all possible outcomes is 4. So now let's solve the problem. Getting no heads. So when we say getting no heads, that means basically 0 heads we should have. So whenever we consider both the coins, there should not be any heads possibility over there. So let's see what all are favorable for this situation. So here we have two heads, so we cannot consider that. Here we have one head, like this one head is there. This also we cannot consider because they are talking about no heads. So we want to find such thing where we don't have heads at all. So here there's one head, so we cannot consider this. Here it's tail and tail. So do we have any head over here? So out of two coin, none of the coin is having heads. So this is favorable outcome for us. So we can say that favorable is nothing but T, and the count of favorable outcome is 1. So if you look at all the four possible things, all four possibilities, out of which only this is the possibility like TT, this is favorable for us where we don't have any head. So that's why our favorable outcome count is 1. And count of all possible outcomes, that is 4. This will remain constant for all two coins related problem. This will remain constant. And the probability will be favorable outcomes. What is favorable outcomes? 1. What is all possible outcome? 4. So our answer is 1 by 4. So probability for getting no heads is 1 by 4. Let's look at the next problem in that. Getting exact one heads. So earlier problem was getting no heads. That means 0 heads we were talking about. Now they are talking about getting exact one heads. So if you go to some shop and that particular thing is of 15 rupees and you don't have any like the shopkeeper asks you, give me exact 15 rupees. I don't have any change. So what you need to do? You need to give exact 15 rupees to him. You cannot give 20 rupees note and say that give me 5 rupees back. So you cannot do like that. Or you cannot give 10 rupees because which is less than that 15. So here we are talking about exact one heads. So when we say exact, if we consider both the coins, there should be just one head. we cannot consider two heads or we cannot consider zero heads. So exact one head we are looking for. So now for getting exact one head, let's look at the possibilities where it is favorable. Let's look at the first thing, HH. Here we have two heads. That is not exact one. So we cannot consider this. Here we have one head, one tail. So here is exact one head. So we can consider this HT over here because that is having exact one head. This we can consider. Next, tail and head. Here also how many heads we have? We have exact one head. So we can consider this also. HT and TH. These two things we can consider. Last one, tail. Do we have any head here? No. And we are looking for exact one head, but we don't have that exact one head here. So we cannot consider this. So we can say that getting exact heads, we have HT, TH. So favorable count is 2. And all possible outcomes, that already we know that is 4. Wherever we have two coin problem, this will remain constant. And the probability for getting exact one head will be favorable outcome 2 upon all possible outcome 4. So 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4. So that will become 1/2. So our answer for getting exact one head, probability for getting exact one head is 1/2. So let's try to solve the third problem. Getting at least one heads. So when we say at least one head, that is nothing but you can get one head, two heads, three heads, anything is fine. Like anything more than this is favorable for us. So if you just consider the earlier example of shopkeeper, if you purchase certain thing and shopkeeper says you that give me at least 15 rupees. So if you give 15 rupees to him, he is okay with that. You give 16 rupees to him, you give 100 rupees to him, anything which is equal to 15 or greater than 15, he will be okay with that. So getting at least one head means we should have one head, two head, three head, or any more number of heads that all are favorable for us. So let's look at the all four possibilities and see which is favorable for us. We want either minimum one head, basically one head, or more than that any heads is favorable for us. So let's look at all four possibilities. Here HH, here we have two head, which is favorable for us because we want at least one. So we have two heads, so this is favorable for us. HT, we have one head, so that is also satisfying because at least one head it is there. TH, at least one head it is there. Tail, here we don't have any head, so we can say that we have zero heads over here, but we are looking for at least one head. So except this, everything else is favorable for us. So HH, this is also favorable because we have two heads here. HT, this is also favorable because we have one head here. And TH, this is also favorable here. Only the last TT is not favorable because we want at least one head. And here we have zero heads. So we can say that favorable outcomes become 3. And count of all possible outcome, it's same. It's 4 for all the two coin problem. So probability for getting at least one heads will be favorable outcome is 3. All possible outcome is 4. Thank you.